Howdy everybody, it's Amy here from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting and Cross Stitch, and today I have a diamond painting unboxing for you from one of my favorite companies. This is from Coodeals. So Coodeals is a more budget-friendly Chinese-based company, and so when you place an order, you get it probably in about 2 to 3 weeks here in the US. I have not had to pay any tariffs at this point, so I'm not sure how they're handling that, but here in the US, about 2 to 3 weeks. And one of the cool things about Coodeals, if you've never shopped there, is you get to specify the details about the diamond painting that you buy, which means that if you prefer rounds or squares, you can pick a design and then choose what size often, and also what type of drills to go with it, as well as any special drills to add. So you can customize it a little bit more to what you are looking for. So Coodeals reached out to me and asked me to pick a design, which I did. And they usually, and they did again this time, they'll add in an extra that they would like you all to see that maybe I didn't pick. So we have 2 diamond paintings in here to review from Coodeals. So let's get started. They do come in a package like this. I have my address hidden on the back, but there is usually protective bubble wrap on the inside. So we have indeed another package here, a bubble wrap mailer that protects the diamond paintings inside. So even though they don't come in boxes, because these are a little bit more budget friendly, they are cutting corners somewhere, and one of those is the boxes, so this does seem to protect them quite well. So we have 2 diamond paintings here to look at, and it's been a couple weeks, or a few weeks actually, so I don't quite remember what I picked out, so this is going to be kind of a surprise for both of us. For all of us. I'm hoping there's more than one of you out there listening. Okay, we'll get this started, hopefully in a better way. So what we have here, this comes with every order. This is a sticker sheet and some release papers. And I noticed with the last one as well, the release papers have these really cute designs on them. They used to be just plain white, but now we get release papers that have little designs on them. So they're pretty cute. So because this is slightly more budget friendly, you don't get like the whole sticker sheet and log sticker and all that with every individual design. But what you do get here, go ahead and open it, is a sticker sheet of DMC numbers, alphabets, all that good stuff here. Let me get where you can see it. And I should probably turn on my ring light here. I'm doing this in the morning, but it's a little dark in this corner, so that's a little bit better. But you have the numbers 1 through 87, and then you jump into the DMC numbers, and also, I'm getting a sticker stuck on me, and also some alphabet letters on here and some blanks. So you can use this for kitting up your kit. And then here's our release paper here, and it is nice thicker release paper. The shiny side is on this side. This is the side that you stick to the diamond painting, and I like to cut these down. So there are 5 sheets here. I like to cut them in half into the 3x4 size. I think that's 2.5 or 3 inches by 4 when you cut them in half, and that's a little bit easier diamond painting area to work with. So I like to chop those in half. So let's start with this one. This is a floral, so I bet this is the one that I picked out, and I think this must be the one they added, but doesn't matter. We will take a look if I can find the opening. There it is. Okay, so here's our little thumbnail, since we don't have a big sticker sheet of the particular design. So we'll unroll it and see what we have. So this is a 50 by 70. It's a big one. And it looks like we have 45 different colors, which is a fair amount for a larger diamond painting. Beautiful flowers. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And usually there's an inventory sheet and everything with this, which indeed there is. So Coodeals does give you a pretty decent toolkit here. we have the pen, 4 pieces of wax, a tray, a squishy, and a multi-placer there, and it comes with a multi-placer at the end. So we got 2 multi-placers in there. So I don't even have to open this. I think you can see everything clearly right there. Now these trays do have a little bit of a small edge here, so it is kind of easy to shake the diamonds out of the tray. So I do suggest a bigger tray unless you're new at diamond painting and not sure you want to continue on. So this will work to get it done, but just be careful when you shake them. Okay, here's our diamonds, and we do have the inventory sheet here, so this is really helpful. There's a better picture of the design here. And this, again, 70 by 50, and it looks like they do check the inventory and make sure everything's there. I have never had a Coodeals diamond painting that did not have everything in it, but everybody makes mistakes. I've just lucked out and never had a problem with that because I do indeed check it over pretty carefully. So we have the amount of diamonds that the painting needs. This column, this is a DMC number. So this is the amount that comes with it, or the amount you need, and this is the amount they send because they round everything to the nearest 100. So, and a little bit extra. So like this one, 310 has 4,022 and they give you 4,500. So you have enough there that you can go through and pick out the best ones if there is any damage or trash to any of the diamonds. So you do get a feel for how many you have in there. So like this one was exactly 500, so they threw an extra 100 in there, so you have 600 of that. And color N only was 25, so they put 100 in there. So I like to start by looking over the inventory and seeing where my biggest colors are. So it looks like here a gray, 451. We have a lot here of these pink colors right there. And also we have, they usually put their special diamonds at the bottom, and I've learned to start looking for those pretty carefully. I've been surprised on a couple early paintings to find them when I go through the diamonds, but it does look like here we do have some glitter drills here. We have 4, 5, 6 different colors, with many of them close to 1,000 there. And this color here, we have 1,300 of that one. So lots of glitter dust drills on this one. Oh, and I should say 45 colors. I think I did already say that. As far as the symbols go, it's probably easier to see on here than on the key because this is printed nice and big. But you do have the numbers 1 through 8 and then alphabet here with the confusing letters taken out. So you only have O, no Q. You have an 8 but no B, so they are very careful about pulling out the symbols that may look similar. So they always do their Z backwards, which I find to be kind of interesting. And then once they go through the alphabet, then they start using some very basic symbols here. So if you do want to kit it up and create your own symbol stickers, it's not hard to do because these are really easy to draw. You can also put this on your copy machine or your printer and print it onto sticker paper and cut them out. So let's see. First off, we'll look at it this way. There's some glitter drills right off the bat. They've all here at the end, but this is a square. I do prefer squares. These are mostly acrylic drills. I can even tell that just looking here at these colors. So the regular drills are acrylic, but oftentimes, and it looks like it in this case as well, the special diamonds are resin, because the only way to get the glitter into there is to use resin. So the special diamonds are typically resin, and then the rest are acrylic. So let's take a look. But I guess the good side of acrylic drills for 310 black is that they're a lot more even. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's start. Let's pull go out here at the end. I was trying to pick out just the glitter drills, but this will give you a good feel for how the bags are labeled. So you do have the number that's on the key, and then the DMC number and the weight on these. And you do have a code here, I believe, that indicates maybe which painting these come from. Here, there. So there's some of the colors here near the end, 38, 39. And this, I believe, is where the glitter drills start here with color number 40. So there's our light purple. And it is the silver glitter, but it's very, very fine. So it doesn't change the color too much, but it does give it that little bit of extra shine. So here's $37.99, which is a really dark gray. You can tell the glitter on that one a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty striking there. The pink with a little bit more silver glitter into that one. So that one definitely shines. Another purple, and then the lighter pink colors. So lots and lots of glitter diamonds. But I was also going to show you the 310 here, the black, because, whoops, trying to drop it there. Because there is a fair amount of 310 black here, but because these are acrylic drills, they're usually pretty good. So, and actually looking at the back, yeah, they do have the little dimples on the back. But let's go ahead and shake some out here. If I can find a tray and show you a little bit more, maybe. There we go. So I always like to look at the darker colors, but especially the black diamonds. So there we go. They shake down pretty easily, and they are meeting up together with each other. That's one of the ways you can tell if they're trashy or have a lot of tabs and all that, is if they don't line up next to each other very well. So they're looking pretty good there. So this one does have a little bit more black than I typically pick, because I'm not a big fan of doing black drills and squares, but sometimes, especially with these florals, they just look better against a black background there. So really, really pretty. I guess I can pull these out so you can see the colors here. I won't go through all of the colors individually, but it looks like lots of grays and pinks and purples of various shades here. So really, really pretty colors. Get the tray out of the way. So that is our color choice here for this one, but looks like a lot of fun. We'll look a little bit closer now. Let me get these out of the way, and we can look a little bit closer at the canvas itself. That you can check back through. I'm not going to work on this one for this particular video. I updated yesterday that I do have hand surgery tomorrow, so I'm going to be probably away from diamond painting for at least a few days, maybe a week. We'll see, because maybe I can diamond paint with my right hand. I'm left-handed, so they're doing everything on my left hand, but maybe my right hand can do a little bit for me. But anyway, we'll see how desperate that I get. So let's take a look here at the canvas. It looks like it's probably mostly, it's maybe a hybrid, maybe computer generated, maybe a hybrid rendering there, because there is a fair amount here of color blending going on with the two different shades next to each other. There, lots of that, but I don't see any high confetti areas. And here is the cactus part down there. It looks pretty good. Looks like some confetti, but nothing too difficult there. And the background, you do have a little bit of hint of shadows of other parts of other plants back there. So it's not just solid black. There are some other colors in there. They're just very subtle. And over on this side, of course, we've got a little bit more confetti to work from there. And of course the top, fair amount of color blocking, although nope, even there I see that there is some color changing going on there. So this one is not a simple just put drills down without thinking too much. This one will take a little bit more time because there is a fair amount of color changing in it, which is a good thing for me. I like that, but I love the way the light is shining on the cactus. You can see that almost like it was a photo that was turned into a diamond painting. So you have the really bright light here showing, hopefully you can see that without the glare, showing the really light colors here of the cactus plant and the way the light is shining on the flowers. So I bet a lot of those glitter drills, because there's a lot of pinks and purples, are going to be in the lighter areas here of the flower to highlight the way the light is coming down on this one. So really, really pretty. And it's a nice big one too. So 70 by 50 for this one. Square drills with glitter drills, that's definitely my thing. So really, really happy with this one so far. So we'll move this one out of the way and take a look at what else we have here. So we got another big heavy one here. This is also a 50 by 70. And let's see if we can get it opened. I thought this one was really cute. They do show me the second one that they're sending me when they do that. And I thought this was a good choice as well. So let's see what we got here. Isn't it cute? We have a happy sunshine, and he's holding a whole bunch of daisies and other pretty flowers there. So really, really cute. Kind of reminds me of the show Teletubbies. Anybody have kids of the right age that grew up watching Teletubbies? My youngest kiddo was like in the 1 to 4 age range when Teletubbies first came out. So as a little kid, he loved to watch the Teletubbies. Luckily, he grew out of it pretty quick. But that reminds me of the little baby sunshine. So really, really cute. Here we don't have too many colors, so this one, it looks like it's a little bit easier. We have 35 different colors on this one, and we'll have to take a peek here and see if we have square around. We have squares on this one. So when you have squares at that size, you get a little bit more detail. So if this were 50 by 70 round, it wouldn't have quite as much detail because you can't fit as many round diamonds on a canvas because they are bigger. So the fact that this is square means we have a lot more detail in this one. So here you can see some of that detail there in the tree. And it looks like, again, not a whole lot of color blocking. There is some there with the symbol D. Lots and lots of that D all the way around. But the trees here, that's a birch tree. Interesting. So birch tree with the white bark. I used to steal the birch bark and use it as paper when I was a kid. But we have lots of flowers on this one as well. There. And I'm not sure how the sunshine has hands and is able to hold the bouquet of flowers, but as far as like the thought here, it's obviously not literal, but the idea of the sun giving us all the plants and flowers, because they can't grow without the sun. So I think that's a cute idea, actually. So this one is more of a portrait rather than sideways landscape. And let's see what color drills we have. So we do again have the signature showing that somebody has checked this one, and that color D there for the background has 6,829 diamonds in the painting, so 7,600 included. That's quite a bit of 712, which is a very light gray. It's not quite white, it is a very light gray. What other big numbers do we see here? The red and that orange color, which is around the sun here. There's a lot of those. And another orange color there, a bunch of those. And the Z is not backwards. That color, the very dark brown 3371, it's kind of in the background here for the flowers and on the corners here. Let's see if we have any special diamonds. Not seeing any. So we have some greens here, but I see everything looks to be normal diamonds on this one. Yep, not seeing any special diamonds on this one, but it is a really cute image. So let's take a look here at what we have for the colors, and I'm just checking, taking a look here. Yep, okay. So we'll go ahead and open it up because there aren't very many. Let's look for that color D. Oh, I thought it was a gray. It's more of a very pale pink color. So here's our 712. Lots of bags of that one here, but looks like the squares look pretty good on that one. A lot of bright spring colors here. A lot of oranges and reds, of course, for the sun, but also a lot of blues and greens there for the flowers. Ooh, that's a pretty dusty green there. I like that one. So there's some more of this one, maybe more 712. Nope, that's 677. Another off-white. And here's our dark color, the 3371, the dark brown. Looks pretty good. So I'll just spread them all out here so you can see. Very, very sunshiny, very spring-like image, but really, really cute. So I think this one, if I can find it in the store, I will put the links below. But with Coodeals being a very budget-friendly company, I think they're really good for budget-friendly because you do get the inventory sheet that you can turn into stickers pretty easily, and you do get some bigger sizes, and I like that you can customize them to what size and what type of drills you want. So we'll take one last look here at our cute little sunshine there with his big eyes. So that is the first one, and I don't have the name written on here, so I'll have to look that up and put the information below. But there is the sunshine, and I should say the toolkit was the same with this one as well. And I did notice they do not put tweezers with their square diamonds. I thought they maybe used to, but not really necessary. We all have so many tweezers. I do use tweezers for AB drills, but I have a lot of them. But it looks like their square toolkit does not include tweezers. Let me reach down and show again the other one. And I usually try to do a little section of one of these. I think this one is pretty straightforward. I do want to look at this one though. Tough choice because I think this one's really cute and it looks a little bit easier, but I'm curious about how the lighting is going to look and how the cactus is going to look. So when I get a chance here in the next couple weeks, I will work on this one, I believe. These are both really big ones, so they're going to take a little time, but I think that the cactus is a little more near and dear to my heart because we have so many cactus out here in the yard, and I love it when the cactus bloom out here. Really, really pretty pink and yellow flowers. So I think this one will be the one that you will see in my next update video. That's probably when I'll get to it, is sometime in the next couple weeks, and I'll share it on my November update video. So thank you to Coodeals for sending these. I think that their canvases are great. The stick is great. The drills are great. And I like the customization. So I do indeed thumbs up on Coodeals. So thanks for watching, and I'll have more for you coming up in the next few days. So appreciate you.